Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Coach Tracy Davis helping you with your dream job. Today I want to talk about beating the bots, creating an ATS friendly resume for remote work. Okay, so in today's competitive remote job market, having a resume that can successfully navigate through the ATS system, which stands for applicant tracking system, is crucial. Okay, did you know that 75% of resumes are rejected by these systems before a human ever sees them? This presentation will guide you through creating a resume that not only appeals to hiring managers, but also will pass through the digital gatekeepers that might otherwise filter out your application. Now, whether you're just starting your remote journey or you're looking to optimize your existing resume, these actionable strategies are going to help you stand out in a crowded digital market. Now, let's understand the ATS challenge. There's a 75% rejection rate. Resumes that are actually rejected by the ATS before human review. Think about that. That's a huge number, okay? Now, the average initial resume scan time by the recruiters is 8 seconds, okay? So your resume has to stand out. And think about it. The average job has 250 people applying for it. That's per job posting. Okay, so the applicant tracking systems use algorithms to scan, to sort, and to rank resumes based on specific keywords and formatting. To beat these digital gatekeepers, you need to understand how they work. ATS software looks for relevant skills and experience, and it gets confused by complex formatting, graphics, or non-standard section headers. A lot of people don't know that, okay? So your resume needs to be both machine readable and human appealing to make it past this first critical hurdle in the remote job application process. Now, the format for an ATS to make it successful, the simple is better. Okay, you want to use standard fonts like Arial, Times New Roman, or Helvetica. Avoid the fancy designs, images, and charts, and non-standard bullet points that will confuse the ATS system. Standard headers. Stick to recognizable sections like skills, experience, and education. Avoid creative headers like my journey or cool stuff I do. You're going to confuse the algorithm. Okay? Clean structure. Use consistent formatting throughout. Avoid text boxes, tables for layout purposes, headers, footers, or complex multi-column designs that the ATS can't parse correctly. They don't understand it, it confuses them, and it will cause your application to be rejected. So when it comes to ATS optimization, simplicity and clarity is the goal, okay? We're going to leave creativity out the door, okay? While a visually stunning resume might impress a human recruiter, it could be completely misinterpreted by the ATS system, okay? So remember that your first audience is a machine. So prioritize clean, straightforward formatting that clearly communicates your qualifications. Now, the next one, guys, we want to optimize your language. Spell out acronyms. Write out certified public accountant. Don't just put CPA, okay? At least to make sure that the ATS can actually recognize it, okay? Mirror job description keywords. So you want to customize each resume to include exact terms and phrases from the job posting to improve your ATS matching score. So, if you see this particular keyword in the job posting, put it in your resume. That's what I teach in the resume kit that I actually have, and you guys can find it in the description below. I show you exactly how to do that. We include the keywords, action words, things of that nature. Okay, so you can check the description for that. Okay, you also want to use industry standard terminology. Research common keywords in your field and incorporate them naturally throughout your resume. Okay, you also want to include location specific terms. For remote work, include words like remote or virtual or telecommute, work from home where appropriate. Okay, again, you want this machine to pick you up out of the crowd. The language that you use in your resume is perhaps the most critical factor in the ATS process. Think of it as speaking the same language as both the job description and the ATS algorithm. By carefully selecting your terminology, you significantly increase the chances of your resume scoring highly in this initial screening process. You want to replace objectives with a brag tag. Okay, so showcase your value up front. Highlight your professional worth immediately. Remember that 8 seconds, they're going through these pretty fast. Okay, you want to focus on accomplishments. So emphasize results, not just responsibilities. What did you do? And of course, you want to tailor it to the position. Customize your application. Every job that you apply for, customize it. The traditional objective section, it's outdated, guys, and it focuses on what you want rather than what you offer. Instead, replace it with a concise 3 to 4 line summary that immediately communicates your value to your employers. This brag tag should highlight your most impressive accomplishments, your relevant skills, and your unique professional attributes. Okay? For example, instead of saying seeking a remote customer service position, try customer service professional with 5+ years of experience and consistent 98% satisfaction, right? You receive those ratings. You're skilled in 3 CRM platforms with expertise in conflict resolution and remote collaboration tools. You see the difference there? Instead of what you're seeking, you tell them what you're bringing to the table. All right, showcase your skills strategically. Technical skills, soft skills, certifications, remote specific skills. You want to really highlight these, okay? So under technical skills, we have software proficiencies, industry-specific tools, digital communication platforms, any of those that you can remember, put that in there, okay? Soft skills, that would include self-motivation, time management, virtual communication. Make sure you highlight those things. Again, focusing on keywords. Remote specific skills. Use keywords like virtual collaboration, independent problem solving, digital organization. Okay, again, the machine, the algorithm will pick those words up. As far as your certifications, industry credentials, okay, relevant coursework and professional development. Those are all very, very relevant as you're putting your resume together. Create a dedicated skills and expertise section using a clean, simple format. And for remote positions, you want to highlight both the technical capabilities that you have and also your soft skills that make you effective when working independently. Very, very key. Okay. You want to include proficiency levels when appropriate and ensure that the skills that you list, that they align with those mentioned in the job description. Okay, remember that remote work requires unique abilities like self-direction, digital communication expertise, and technical self-sufficiency. Make these strengths prominent in your skills section. Okay, now quantify your accomplishments. Use specific numbers. This is key. So you can transform increased sales into increased sales by 37% in Q3 of 2023. That's specific. Okay, include percentages. Highlight, maintain 100% attendance record or top 20% of customer satisfaction scores. Key. All right, so use those in those percentages. They really, really help. You also want to mention any financial impact that you were able to add to an organization. Note things like generated $50,000 in new business or reduced cost by $15,000 annually. Okay. And then another, highlight your time efficiency. Emphasize reduced processing time from 5 days to 2 days or completed project 3 weeks ahead of deadline. Okay. When you're describing your work history, focus on your accomplishments rather than just listing your duties. Quantifiable results will demonstrate your actual impact and provide concrete evidence of your capabilities. For each position, identify the problems that you solved, the improvements that you made, the value that you added, then express these with specific metrics whenever possible. This approach not only helps with the ATS optimization, but it also makes your achievements more compelling to the human readers who will actually make the hiring decision. Now, you want to customize each resume version. I keep emphasizing that, and that's what I help with the resume kit, that you can customize it using the right keywords, using the persuasion and the active words, all of those things that can help you. So you want to analyze your job description, identify key skills, requirements, and the terminology that they're using. Okay. Then you want to tailor your resume, customize the content to match the specific position. Save your unique version, okay? Because once you've done that, I like the copy and paste. So use a job-specific file name. You can say, for an example, company name, underscore, and then the date, okay? So you want to save that, a unique version. And then track it, guys. Track your applications. Keep it organized. so you know where you sent it, when you sent it, those types of things. One size fit all resumes rarely make it through the ATS filters. So for each application, I again want to emphasize, carefully review the job description and customize your resume to mirror the exact language and the keywords that they used. This strategy significantly improves your ATS score, and it shows the employers that you're a precise match for their needs. Okay, save each tailored version with a specific file name, just like I said, that will include the company and the date. This practice, get into a habit of doing it, will help you quickly reference what you sent if you were called for an interview, and it keeps your application process organized. Remember, the extra time spent customizing each resume dramatically increases your chances of landing a remote interview. Now, for more information, guys, I do want to encourage you to download the resume kit below. It has all of the detailed information to help you with the templates, with the words, all of those things, the keywords that you need. I'm telling you, so that you can get your dream job, get your resume kit below. I'm excited for you, and I'll see you in the next video.